Bold fans, the week of October 6 to 10 will rock Los Angeles. Bridget Forrester returns to deliver the long-awaited paternity test that could change Will Spencer's life forever. Is he Luna's baby's father, or will her claim collapse? At the same time, Hope Logan faces Dickie Sharp's bold request for a chance at Forrester Creations, while Electra Forrester struggles to hold onto love that may already be slipping away. The week of October 6 doesn't tiptoe into drama, it charges straight onto the runway. The Forrester showroom is alive with energy. Designers rush to make last-minute adjustments, models practice their strut under the blinding stage lights, and whispers ripple through the crowd as anticipation builds. This isn't just another show. It's an event where reputations are made, futures are decided, and the Forrester name either proves its dominance or risks being questioned. Amid this whirl of glamour and tension, Dickie Sharp stands silently, absorbing every detail. For most, it's just fashion. For Dickie, it's something much larger, a gateway to legitimacy, a chance to shed the image of a restless dreamer and finally step into his destiny. His eyes are fixed, his thoughts racing. He doesn't just want to admire the spectacle, he wants to be part of it. That urgency pushes him toward Hope Logan. With no hesitation, he lays his cards on the table. Dickie admits he's hungry, desperate for a breakthrough, and ready to fight for it. For a young man who has often been dismissed or overshadowed, this confession is monumental. Hope, already carrying the heavy burden of relaunching hope for the future, is caught off guard. Dickie's timing couldn't be sharper. But is it fate, or simply reckless ambition colliding with opportunity? Hope Logan knows better than anyone that a single decision can make or break a fashion line. Hope for the future has endured whispers of failure, criticisms that it lacks vision, and pressure from both family and competitors to prove itself, or step aside. Every move she makes now is magnified, and every choice she takes could either secure her brand's revival or doom it to irrelevance. When Dickie stands before her, asking for a chance, she sees more than a half-brother. She sees a fork in the road. On one side, rejection. She can close the door, protect her team, and avoid accusations of favoritism. On the other, acceptance. A risk that could inject fresh ideas and raw energy into her struggling brand. But risks in the Forrester world rarely come without fallout. Family hires often stir jealousy. Designers who've paid their dues may resent seeing an outsider handed opportunity. Rivals could use Dickie's presence to undermine Hope's credibility, painting her as reckless and unprofessional. Yet, there is something undeniable in Dickie's plea. Hope sees passion in his eyes, the kind of hunger that can't be faked. And passion has always been her compass. So, Hope is left with the question that defines her career and her family legacy. Does she gamble on raw potential at the risk of scandal, or protect her fragile momentum and risk losing something, or someone, extraordinary? While fashion promises new beginnings at Forrester, elsewhere in Los Angeles, Will Spencer's personal life teeters on the edge of collapse. He has faced scandals before, but nothing has cut him as deeply as this. The woman he loves, Electra Forrester, looks at him now not with tenderness but with a mixture of pain, doubt, and disappointment. Luna Nozawa's pregnancy has poisoned everything. The possibility that Will might be the father haunts every glance, every word, every silence. And Will can't take it anymore. This week, he makes another plea, not from arrogance, but from raw desperation. He arrives before Electra not to excuse his mistake, but to own it. He lays his heart bare, admitting his guilt and begging her to see that despite everything, his love for her hasn't wavered. Electra listens, her silence louder than anger. Her heart is split in two. She still loves Will. It shows in the way her eyes linger on him, in the way she hasn't yet walked away. But the thought of Luna carrying his child is unbearable. Even as she admits Luna is the manipulator, the one who truly created this nightmare, Electra cannot ignore the ache inside her. Some betrayals can't be erased, no matter how much love remains. 14 Their bond now hangs by a single thread. And that thread rests entirely on the outcome of Bridget Forrester's paternity test. Will it snap, cutting them apart forever? Or will it hold long enough to give them one last chance at rebuilding what they once had? The heartbeat of the week begins not on the runway, but inside the Spencer estate, where Bridget Forrester arrives with a task that could alter lives forever. She carries no weapons, no threats, yet in her hands lies something far more powerful, the truth. As she unpacks her medical tools, the air grows heavy, almost suffocating. Everyone in the room knows that once she begins, there will be no turning back. Luna Nozawa is present, her posture tense, her eyes flashing between fear and defiance. For her, this is a moment of reckoning. If the child she carries is Will's, she gains leverage and legitimacy. If it isn't, her carefully spun web could collapse in an instant. Will Spencer is restless, his every breath unsteady. He hovers near Bridget, desperate for resolution yet terrified of the answer. Electra Forrester stands apart, arms crossed, bracing herself for heartbreak she can almost feel coming. Katie Logan takes command, her voice sharp as a blade. "You won't escape this one, Luna. Not this time." Bill Spencer looms silently, his presence a reminder that this is about more than romance, it's about family honor and legacy. Bridget begins the procedure. Swabs are taken. Samples sealed. The silence is unbearable. Every tick of the clock feels like a hammer, and Will, his nerves unraveling, begs Bridget to hurry. For him, suspense isn't dramatic, it's torture. At last, Bridget prepares to reveal what everyone has been waiting for. The room falls silent, every pair of eyes fixed on her, every heart pounding in sync with the anticipation. This isn't just another test. It's the hinge on which multiple futures swing. If Will is declared the father, his life will be changed forever. He will be bound to Luna, not just by scandal, but by blood. Electra may find herself unable to forgive him, no matter how much she loves him. Their young romance could end here, crushed beneath the weight of a child conceived in betrayal. But if Bridget announces that Will is not the father, the story takes another turn. Will could finally breathe again, freed from the nightmare that has haunted him. He could run to Electra with a second chance at love. Yet Luna's downfall wouldn't be simple. Stripped of her manipulations, she might lash out in anger, setting in motion new schemes that no one sees coming. This is why the storyline grips so tightly. It's not just about Will and Electra, it's about ripple effects. Family alliances could shift. Business empires could feel the shock. Even Forrester Creations and Spencer Publications could see fallout, as personal lives crash into professional worlds. One truth, one sentence from Bridget, and the entire balance of power in Los Angeles may never be the same. Bold fans, the week of October 6 to 10 isn't just about uncovering truth, it's about the consequences that follow. Dickie Sharp pushes into the spotlight, determined to transform ambition into opportunity. Hope Logan must decide whether to gamble her brand's fragile revival on a half-brother who is hungry for a chance. Will Spencer, broken by guilt, clings to the last threads of a love that may not survive. And Electra Forrester faces the most agonizing choice of all. Can her heart endure if Luna's baby truly belongs to Will? And standing at the center is Bridget Forrester, a character who embodies integrity, now tasked with delivering the verdict that will decide everything. Her words will not just affect two people. They could redraw the map of love, loyalty, and rivalry across Los Angeles. So what happens next? Will Electra forgive Will if he's cleared, or is her trust already shattered beyond repair? If Will is the father, will Luna seize her new power, or provoke the full wrath of the Spencers? And is Hope right to believe in Dickie, or will this partnership invite new chaos into Forrester Creations? One thing is certain, this week will leave fans breathless long after the final credits roll. Tell us in the comments, whose future do you think Bridget's words will change forever?